What is up, guys? What is up? It is Monday, baby. The best day of the freaking week. Right? Okay. Whew. Oh. All right. So let's just dive right into it, like we usually do. What's up, Jake? What's up, Jake Eaton? What up, man? I haven't seen you in forever. But you know what? I'm gonna dive right into it. So today's little story is about whenever I did my Winter Follies. What up, K-Fag? What up? So I'm going to talk about my little Winter Follies skit. And if you guys don't know what Winter Follies is, it was this thing that Arthur had. I don't know if they still do it, but during right before you leave for Christmas break, they had a bunch of the students get together and do an actual skit like on stage in front of the whole school, and it was so freaking fun. But I was too scared to do it all the time, and I eventually did it my senior year, and I guess that's what I'm going to talk about today. And I wish I would have done it all 4 years, but the Winter Follies was just so much fun. So I'm gonna tell you about my first and last time doing Winter Follies. It was my senior year, and what up, Maria? What up, girl? So yeah, it was my senior year, and I've been in the play before, but never in Winter Follies. So I was super excited to be able to do something that I could create my own script for, right? And my friend Nick Stolte, he invited me to be in a skit together with just me and him. And whenever he asked me, I was like, yeah, dude, that sounds freaking awesome, right? I just didn't know anybody would want to do it with me. So I had a buddy right there, and me and Nick went up to the art school class and told the teacher there that we were going to be in the skit together. And they're like, oh, you... And it was Miss Renfro, actually. She was like, oh, you two are going to be good together. I'm going to put you at one of the last ones to go because I know it's going to be funny. So bam, right off the start, we were like, holy crap. We got all this little pressure built up. People are expecting us to, roll out big with this skit. So we had that going, and I just wanted to create something that was I was going to remember for the rest of my life. And I just wanted people to laugh and have a good time watching it. And that's why I really wanted to do the skit in the first place. And we were trying to think of skits to do. We had to nail it, right? We had to do it really good because we had all this pressure on us. And we get this idea of impersonating teachers, actually. And we were that's a good one. And we started talking to people in the school about it, and they're like, oh no, don't do it. Don't do it, because we've done it in the past, and all the teachers that we do it get butthurt and they don't like it. I was like, why not? It's funny though. And so we started asking the teachers. We were like, hey, we have this idea. Do you mind if we do it? And they're like, no, just don't be rude about it. I was like, okay, then let's just do it. Why not? What's the worst that happens, right? So we get this idea of doing a skit impersonating our teachers, and our principal at the time is who I played, actually. And we just you know what? We're just going to do it. And we obviously procrastinated on the thing and sat up the whole night before doing it, not thinking of anything. Weeks and days prior, we just did it all, crammed it all into one night. And we were trying to think of all the props and the scripts and how we were going to remember it. And we had to come up with all this the night before. And it was so poorly planned. But we did it anyway. So we got up. He slept on my couch the night before so we could get it all done. And he woke up off the couch, got a shower, and then I got a shower, and we went to school bringing all of our props and stuff. And we realized we didn't even go over the script. We barely remember the script. So we're like, oh my God, that's a good one, guys, right? So we're watching all the other acts go, and we're kind of going over it in our heads and talking about it. And eventually our part comes up. So the curtains close, and we're throwing our props on there. It's basically all right, this is it. This is here. If it's now or never, right? And he started the scene on stage when the curtains pulled back, and I was in the background. So I had some time to wait before I actually came on stage. And he played it off Nick's, if anybody knows Nick, it's just Nick, man. He's freaking good. And he played it off so well at the beginning, and I was about to walk on stage, and you get all this, like, whenever you get on stage, it's like so, like, I don't know, it's like it's like jumping out of a plane. Like right before you get on stage or jump out of a plane, all these feelings and like all of this, everything is, your mind's just going 100 miles an hour. You're like, oh my God, like, don't screw up, like, remember this, don't do that, do this, do this, do this, don't do that, don't look stupid. Like, so much stuff will just fly through your head, and you just get this overwhelmed feeling like, oh my God, like, what did I sign myself up for? And I was like, oh God, okay. Whew. All right, Rick, like, you've done this before. Just calm down, you'll be okay, I promise. Like, it's gonna be okay. I'm just like, like talking myself into getting myself in that acting mode. And it's just, it sucks sometimes, man. Just like when everything is just happening so fast, and then you got to like take action. It's heavy, man. It is heavy. So I'm having all this rush through my head, and then my line comes up when I'm walking onto the stage, and then I think to myself, I'm like, all right, Rick, like, all this no sleep that you got last night, all this planning, all of this, making the props, making everything, like, making the script, like, this is what it's all about, like, right here. Like, let's go, right? Let's go. So as soon as I take that first step onto the stage, just that first step, like, boom, right on the stage, it's like all that, like, anxiety and like all that pressure and all that just crumpled up in a ball and just took off, just gone. And I took that second step, and I felt like I was just in play. Like, it was just like my other calling. It was so like out of body experience kind of thing. It was just like, it's more like, it's not out of a body experience. That's a bad way to say it. It's more like you're meant to do it. Like, you're like, everything just came natural, and all that like bad, like hyping yourself up stuff goes away, and you're just in character, and you're just going, and it just feels so right, so natural. And man, it was awesome. I just like lost myself in the play, and then the next thing you know, the curtains are closing, everybody's clapping and laughing and having a great time, and me and Nick are like backstage just like so excited. We're like, oh my God, do you like hear them? And like, do you see what we did? Like, oh, we killed that part, and like, oh, you did this, oh, you did that, you're so good. Just going crazy, man. It was so freaking awesome. And it was one of the best times in my life, because I just love acting and doing stuff like that. But man, it was like, it's so nerve-wracking when you're about to get on stage, but whenever you like get on stage and you start doing it, or you jump out of that plane, like, oh, everything just becomes so amazing and so natural. So man, it's scary at first, but as soon as you jump in and you just go in and you do it, everything kind of changes right there. And you're really glad that you pushed through the pressure instead of just holding it off and not doing it, being scared. Because that's the stuff that you regret in life. And I live my life with no regrets. I try to do everything that I can. So at the end of my life, I look back and I'm like, you know what? I don't regret anything that I did. Because I've seen a lot older people get old, and then they start talking to me and they say, I wish I would have done this. And that hits me deep. Especially whenever my mom tells me stuff like that. That hits me deep. I'm like, I don't want to say that at the end of my life. I wish I would have done this. I wish this. I wish I would have done that. Like, just do it. Even though it's scary at times, and it could be just a lot of pressure, or whatever situation you're in, if you know you have to do it to get to the next chapter, the next page that you're wanting to go, just do it. Like, it's right there. So that's my little story tonight. That's my little spiel. And actually, even though we got everybody to laugh and everybody had a good time watching me and Nick's skit, we got second. And that was a tough bullet, but it's not even about that. It's more about making people laugh, making people smile and talk and like and connecting with people a little more. Like that's what it's all about to me. Is just putting another smile on somebody's face, and that puts a smile on my face. That makes me feel good, and that's what I like to do. So thank you guys for all watching my story tonight. I didn't talk about what I did today, but what I did do, I guess, to wrap this all up, is we finally created our website funnel, and we've started the first page of it. So that's pretty cool. And I'm trying to schedule another business meeting for this Saturday with our current client. And man, it's going to be some great times, some good times. But it's whenever you take action, you take that first step on the stage, you just do it. Life becomes a lot of fun right there. All right, guys, thank you for staying on here, and hope everybody had a great Monday. And I can't wait to talk to you guys Tuesday, which is tomorrow. Duh, Rick, duh. Gosh, I'm such a loser. No, I'm just going to end it because I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. All right, thank you guys for staying on here. All right, see you guys.